Hi, Thumos. Welcome back. So, I believe that it's important to have an ego. Ego is not your enemy. There's a lot of authors, there's a lot of people that will tell you to get rid of the ego. There's people on YouTube that tell you to put your ego aside. Some people tell you to seek enlightenment. And it's my opinion that more than ever, you need an ego. You need a sense of self, a sense of identity. You need principles. You need a sense of weight on this world. You need to feel like grounded. And the ego is what gives you that centeredness and that sense of groundedness. When you don't have an ego, you're floaty. You're floating through space. You're going with the flow. If your mind is too open, it lets everything come in and it lets a lot fall out. And sometimes it's things that matter. You need an ego these days because there's so many people speaking. There's so many people speaking, and they're speaking loudly. And they're speaking with authority. And it's tricky because that's an actual cognitive bias, the authority bias. When someone speaks like they know what they're talking about, when they speak fast, we don't really process it. When there's a lot of edits and jumping around, the use of technology, it's hard to discern what is real wisdom and what is worth paying attention to. And even this video, me saying you need to have an ego, you should question it, you should take the ideas. My job, my goal with this channel is to present ideas and have you think about those ideas. Not for you just to hear something and believe it, man. I want you to think. I want you to learn how to think. And the best way that you can go about this and use your ego to your advantage is just throughout this world is say to yourself, does this serve me? Does this serve me? Does this ideology serve me? Does this diet serve me? Does this red pill content serve me? Does it make my life better? Because this is your life, and that's all you know. It's your life. You got to make your life how you want to make your life. People have not lived your life. They don't have the intricacies and the nuance. They don't deal with the same nuance that you deal with. They can't tell you. They're painting a picture and they're trying to explain things in broad terms and these ideas that could possibly help you, but maybe it will not. And so you need to think to yourself, does this serve me? And if it does, then use it. Okay? But don't become too attached. And if it doesn't, then get rid of it. You have to, I really believe we have to be like this. There's too many people talking. There's too many people that want you to get behind their cause and rally for something and just go with the herd. Like people nowadays, it's like we forgot how to think for ourselves and to have an ego in place that keeps the perimeter safe. It protects the kingdom from manipulation and from these ideas and these forces coming into your brain and tearing you down. You become an NPC. You become one of the herd. You follow the crowd. And you'll notice that it's very strong these days because we have it everywhere. Everywhere. You turn on the TV. You turn on your phone. It's always shown to you. And so what you need to think about is, where am I going in this life? What do I want? What is it that I want to accomplish? And there will be many obstacles that are in your way. What is it that you want your life to look like? When the obstacles show up, you simply think, how can I handle this? God help me. How am I going to get through this? What's the best thing for me to do? But you can figure this out, man. You and your body and your mind are capable of figuring these things out. You don't always need someone to tell you what it is to do, what the next move is. You take in some wisdom of the past from elders, from the wise men. You take it in and you let it out and you use what is helpful. But at the end of the day, it's your life. And I really think that most guys these days, they're not learning how to think for themselves. It's setting you up to be crippled and handicapped later in life, because you have to have this ego about you, this sort of ambition, this desire to figure things out, this thick skin. And without that, I mean, you're always looking. You're always going to be searching, and you will never find. You know, you're always going to be kind of looking here and there and getting, like, you'll watch more self-improvement stuff, and you'll listen for this guy about dating, relationship stuff. Man, you know, it's like you got all the answers, man. You do. Just go for a 10-mile walk, and the answers will appear, poof, in your head. You'll be enlightened. You know, there's too many. Even enlightened, you could say, it's this construct. It's this form, like that is someone else's belief. I didn't think of enlightenment. You know, there's these forms that are all around the world, and it's easy to allow these forms to permeate your mind space. You want to be careful not to attach to any particular form that you're really unsure of. Like, you really want to believe it in your bones if you're going to go with it. But a lot of, the whole enlightenment thing, man, bugs me. For a lot of guys are seeking enlightenment. They're doing drugs. People are just bored, and they're not thinking for themselves. And you need ambition. You need to go out there and make something of your life. And so use your ego to your advantage, okay? It's the protector. So let's get it, guys. Hope this message has helped. Let me know if you have any questions, and I'll see you soon. Peace.